Hey guys, Princess3X, and today I filmed a requested tutorial for you guys, and I wanted to show you a look so for any holiday party or any time that you're going out to dinner. I've been using this look so much recently. It's very, very easy to wear, very easy to do. It only requires 3 eyeshadows, and you can pair it with just about any lip color and any cheek combination that you want, and it always looks great. So obviously I'm dressed up for New Year's right now, even though it's not New Year's, but I just wanted to show you guys what this looks like if you were to get dressed up. It does still look very nice, and it matches well with a fancy outfit. So this look is just a sort of deep brown smoky look. Very, very sultry, very blended together, and it just looks really, really nice on the eyes no matter the eye shape. And then I paired mine with a ruby red lip, and I also recommended in the video that if you don't want the ruby red, you can use a sort of pinky nude color. I used Maybelline's Baby Lip in Pink Wink, which is a limited edition color, but you can still pick it up. And for the ruby red, I used Ulta's 219 Sangria, which is a gorgeous vampy red color. Very pretty, and it looks perfect with this look. So if you want to know how to get this look, then enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, so I'm going to start off by moisturizing my lips just to prepare for the later steps. I'm using my Maybelline Baby Lips in Pink Wink. If you're wondering about the color, it's just the baby pink one that smells like strawberries. And that's just going to go over my lips to get a bit of moisturizing in there before I get to the lipstick part. And I'm going to start off with the eyes as I normally do. So I'm going to start by priming my eye. I'm going to be using Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion, and this is in Eden. I quite like this one because it's matte, and it also hides discoloration because it has a bit of pigmentation to it. So I'm just going to take this on my ring finger and just dot this on my eyes. You can see I have a bit of blue veining on my eyes, so this covers that up quite nicely. And then I just like to dot it below my eyes as well, because it acts sort of like a concealer. Just like so, and you can already see the difference in between my eyelids. And then I'm going to start off with the first eyeshadow. This eyeshadow I'm in love with at the moment, but you can use any alternative eyeshadow if you don't own this one or if you don't want to go buy this one. This is the Tokidoki eyeshadow. You can buy these at Walmart, and this is in the shade Buletto, which is the bowl character. And it is sort of a brown shade. It looks more brown on camera than it actually is in person. But it's very dark and gray toned, and it almost shows up black on the eyes. It's very pretty and very soft. I really like it. So just pick up some kind of shade similar to this. And I like to use my fingers to apply this shadow because it's very soft and creamy and doesn't work as well with a brush as it would with my fingers. So I just like to use my ring finger, and I'm going to pat that all over my lid. So to rub it on, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's almost better if it's not perfect. And I'm going to take that all the way into my inner corner, all the way to my outer corner. Grab more if you need it. And lightly buff that out at the top as well where it hits my crease. And before you ever start your makeup, no matter what you're doing, if you're going to be using your hands at all, always remember to use hand sanitizer. I already did that, just so you know, so that's taken care of. So now that we're done with this eyeshadow, we can close it up, and I'm going to move on to the crease work. And for that, I'm going to be using my Naked 2 palette. Once again, if you don't have this, you can just use shadows that are similar or any alternatives that you find. So, I'm going to start off with a very fluffy blending brush. This is my favorite blending brush from Studio Tools. You can pick this up at Ulta. And I'm going to be using the color Tease. Tease is a sort of taupey color. It's matte, and I really like it for blending out eyeshadows. So I'm going to take a bit on the brush. You can see I have quite a bit. I'm going to tap it off, and I'm going to work that into my crease and up towards my brow bone. You don't want to take it too far up, but we're going to use this to sort of blend out that color a little more, like so. And then I'm going to move on by taking Blackout. Blackout is a pure matte black color, so you can use any black you have. You can use one with shimmer, but I prefer mattes for the crease work in this look. It just makes everything blend a little better. And I only took a very tiny amount, and that's going to go into the crease as well. And you shouldn't be afraid of black. Black is a great color to use, especially if you want a little drama for your look. So I'm going to put that into the crease, blending it into Tease and the lid color a bit. And then I'm going to take my clean blending brush. I'm just going to quickly clean it off and blend them together a lot. And then because I quite like the Buletto color, I like it to look like I have it on my lid. And with all that blending, it sort of gets taken away a little bit. I'm going to go back into this just with my finger again and pat a little bit of that on the lid. And it has a very nice shimmer, so even though you used matte colors in the crease, this has a shimmer that will make it shine in the light. Just like so. And then I'm also going to take Buletto on my pinky finger, because my pinky finger is nice and small. You can use a small pencil brush or a smudger brush. And I'm going to take this on my lower lash line. There. And then I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes real quick. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner Liquid Liner. This is an 861, which is black. And this is my favorite liner, you guys know. Like so. And then I'm going to apply mascara. This is the Rimmel London, the Max Volume Flash Mascara in Extreme Black. And I'm going to apply that on my upper and lower lash line. Okay, and I want my lashes to be really dry before I move on to the next step, so while they dry, I'm going to move on to other places. I'm going to start by doing an inner corner, and I'm going to highlight my inner corner with Booty Call, which is a shimmery sort of cream color, and I like using this for my inner corner because it is not too bright, but it still adds the right amount of light in my inner corner. So I'm just going to use that with a stiff brush, and it's going to go right in the inner corner. It's going to brighten up this look, which is good for those of you who don't like really dark looks. I'm also going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. You can see they haven't been filled in yet. I'm going to use my e.l.f. eyebrow kit. This is in light, and I'm going to apply that with my angled brow brush. And then I'm going to finish off with a highlighter on my eyes. And I'm going to be using Foxy, which is a matte highlight. I don't like using shimmery highlights on my brow bone. I just feel like they look strange. So I'm using Foxy. It's a sort of deep cream matte highlight. It goes right under the brow, sort of leading it down into the inner corner area. To finish off my eyes, I'm going to be using a pair of my favorite eyelashes, which is why I said I'd like my eye makeup to be dry first. These are from Hong Kong. They're just eBay lashes, and they were 99¢ for a pack of 10 pairs, but for me technically I get 20 pairs because I cut them in half. I like these because they're really, really natural looking and quite beautiful when you cut them in half. So they look like this, and I will try and put them down below. These are number 107s, and I'll try to put the seller down below if I can really find out where I bought them from, but I've had them for so long that I don't exactly remember. I just take a pair of eyebrow scissors and snip off the two ends because it does come with, I'm just showing you how to prepare your lashes if you get them like this. It comes with these two ends, and some people like to use this as guides and cut them later, but I like to cut them now and cut the other end off. And then I find the center. The center is always the highest point, of course, and you can usually find a nice middle strand to cut. So right there in the middle. They should come right apart. And then you have two little outer lashes, and I like to use these like this, and you can keep building up using different ones, using multiple ones on one eye. I just like the way one looks. So to apply these, I'm going to be using my Duo eyelash adhesive. This is the dark tone waterproof. I like to use dark tone because I'm always wearing black eyeliner, so it just saves me a bit of time and I don't have to go over them. Just like that, and you can finish off with another coat of mascara. I'm not going to, just because I feel like I don't need it right now, but if you feel like you do, go ahead. So now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the face. Now that the eyes are completely done, I'm going to start off by applying some foundation. I'm using the Maybelline Dream Smooth Mousse Foundation, and this is in natural beige. Go ahead and set that with my e.l.f. HD powder, and alternative to this is the Muf, but this is only $3 and the Muf HD powder is a lot more expensive. So I'm just going to use this and just knock some on a tip. That is very good, is to put on your powder, just pressing, tapping on your skin like I'm doing right now with a puff or any other sort of brush, just to tap, 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 tap. If I was using this brush, I would gather the powder and then tap, 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 tap. And the reason you want to do that instead of buffing is because your foundation hasn't been set yet. So if you do that, your foundation is going to move all around your face and disappear off the places that you really need it. So puff it all in, and that will set your powder and your foundation. And you'll see that I have like powder on my face where it hasn't been blended in yet because all I did was puff, 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 puff. So now you can take a sort of really fluffy brush. You can even use a fan brush. I'll show you how to do a fan brush. Use a fan brush and get rid of any extra powder just really lightly. And since your foundation has already been set, it won't move when you're doing this with a brush. So just like that. I'm going to move on to bronzer. I'm not actually going to wear blush with this. However, if you want to wear a blush with this look, I recommend a peach blush or a light pink sort of sheer blush. So I'm going to start off by taking, not my mirror apparently, I'm going to take my powder, and this is the NYC Sunny Bronzer, and I'm going to take this on my contour brush and just contour my cheeks. You really want to leave this middle section light and bright. And then I'm going to take a really thin brush, and this, you can see, I quite like this for what I'm using it for. I'm going to take it and just right down my nose. And then, because I'm not wearing blush, I'm going to take a highlighter. I'm using my favorite highlighter. This is the Revlon Color Stay Mineral Finishing Powder in Brighten number 10. This is a limited edition product, so if you want to buy it, you will have to buy it online. And it looks like this. Very similar to the MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes. And that's going to go on my upper cheekbone. Beautiful subtle highlight. It's just like that. And that's it for the face. Very simple. And a lot of people, moving on to lips, a lot of people think that with looks like this that are sort of really dark and sultry and very smoky, that you should stick to a nude lip color. And I think that's a good rule of thumb for most. If you're not very adventurous or you don't really like in your face statement looks, then I would definitely stick to a nude for this look. My actual favorite lip color with this look is the lip color that I have on right now, and this is the Maybelline Baby Lips in Pink Wink. And I wore this look out the other day without the false eyelashes, so it's much less dramatic, and I did it with a pink blush since it was daytime. I wore this out and wore this, and my mom said that it looked really nice. So if you don't want anything too dramatic, just stick to a light pink or a nude. However, since I wanted something a lot more dramatic, I'm going to be taking the Ulta lip color in 219, which is Sangria. And it is a deep cream, sort of vampy red color. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll swatch it for you. You can see it there. It looks a lot brighter on camera than it is in person, I promise. But I'm going to go ahead and apply this. But that's it for this tutorial. It's really simple, but it looks like you took a really long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys later.